scientist, and I chose to do research on mosquitoes and what possible outcome they could have on our future and how we could possibly prevent these outcomes. So why mosquitoes? Mosquitoes are an incredibly invasive species throughout the world, and they're a vector of countless diseases. There's research that has been done at Radford, in fact, that looks at how chemicals that are found in nature affect virus replication ability within mosquitoes. If this research is ongoing, but if there is a linkage between natural chemicals and the virus replication ability, this could become a serious problem. They could possibly spread disease much faster or more effectively, and that could be very problematic for humans. Understanding the research done in the past on mosquito morphology and virus replication ability will allow us to understand more what we can do in the future to control these mosquitoes. So first we're going to talk about mosquito morphology, and the female mosquitoes are the more important of the two genders, as they are the only ones that can suck blood. So sucking blood allows them to infect a human or other animal if they are infected. So if they bite a pig for say, and then they go and bite a human, they can infect that human if the pig is a carrier of some certain disease. So they've been able to bite so current research being done at Radford is done by Justin Anderson. I've been working with him a little bit on it. Throughout the world, there's been research done, but there is no silver bullet per se that will completely eradicate or control these mosquitoes as of right now, which could be a major problem. So what needs to be done? In case of a mass infection of mosquitoes, we must find a way to eradicate or completely contain infected mosquitoes. So the dangers are that the reappearance of dengue in Europe as a prominent disease has led to studies that prove some mosquito species have invaded large parts of Europe. This has not been proven, but they believe that with the massive spread of dengue in Europe, there is no other option other than it has to be mosquitoes. Another danger is that Zika virus was first found on an island off of Africa, and now the virus is found pretty much all through Africa and some parts of Europe. The problem with this is that there should have been no way for that Zika virus to get off the island, but researchers suggest that through the use of mosquitoes as a vector, Zika virus is able to hop on to Africa and start infecting people there. The final danger is mosquitoes are able to activate a gene in malaria that causes the malarian gene to mutate, and the research on this is ongoing, but it's possible that this mutation gene could be even more dangerous to humans than the current malarian gene. If this is true, then that would mean that mosquitoes would be a vector that is more dangerous than any other vector in regards to malaria. So while mosquitoes are pretty well understood, we have not had much success in containing and controlling the spread of them. This shows we are possibly unable to stop the spread of diseases if they can be carried by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes need to be halted in the case of an outbreak, and we must have protocols in place to stop these. So now I would like to talk about the 3 solutions that I've read about, and 2 of them come from Castillo in 2016, and his first suggestion is to kill larvae before they're able to become adults. Killing larvae before they're able to become adults allows us to control larvae because they're unable to live outside of water, so they must be in the water, and that means they're much easier to contain than mosquitoes, which are flying around in the air. The second solution from Gorney is aim to damage mosquitoes populations as much as possible. So he's the one who brought up the silver bullet idea that we have not been able to come up with yet, but he says solutions such as trap designs, sound waves, plants that are natural enemies, and more are ways that we are able to control, and if we had proper protocol in place, then it might be a way to control them while we are not able to completely eradicate them. The final solution is avoid being bitten. This was also proposed by Castillo. He believes that This is the last-ditch resort, and if you are unable to contain the infected mosquitoes, then um, you must avoid being bitten at all costs. This is only if the mosquitoes are able to spread too quickly or cannot be contained. Mosquitoes are becoming more pertinent in our lives every day, and if mosquitoes are not contained, a deadly disease strain would infect them. We could face an endemic more lethal than anything the world has ever seen before. The best thing for people to do to help is understand that while mosquitoes are tiny and seem harmless, they are one of the biggest dangers to humans in the case of an outbreak. Thank you. That's all.